Do you know how crazy it is that what you are seeing as a roadblock right now is actually a detour? What you are seeing as your life going in a completely wrong direction is actually you are on the same journey. You're going to the same destination, but you're just taking a different route. Okay, I'm sharing that to tell you what happened to me last week. I was supposed to go to Hove. Okay, I live in London. So from my place, it would have been a train from London Bridge straight to Hove. I had everything planned, calculated on the morning of. I was dashing. I checked the platform. It said platform 4 from London Bridge. So at London Bridge, I ran to platform 4, and the time seemed right. The train was there and it was about to close. So in the rush, I was like, okay, this is it. So as the door was just about to close, I just dashed onto the train, right? And then once the train closed, and then, it starts to say, this is a train, Southern train, going to, and I realized, no, this is not going to Brighton. This is not heading to where I need to be going, right? And then I started to panic. I looked around, everyone else was seated, people were reading their book at peace, but you can imagine the turmoil inside of me. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be late. This is not going to make a good impression. Oh my goodness, I was panicking. I was like, oh my gosh, I did everything right. I got up at the right time. I got, what seemed like the right train. But because I was in a hurry, I jumped on a random train. So anyway, as I was sitting there panicking, looking when is the next station. The next station was East Croydon, and it was like another half an hour. And I think before I get back again to London Bridge, So I was thinking, okay, once you're on the wrong train, the first thing you think to yourself is next stop, next stop. But the next stop was taking forever, like half an hour to reach the next stop. So I was like, okay, all right. So I was panicking. At some point, I calmed myself down and I was like, okay, let me see how to get to Brighton from where I'm heading from East Croydon, or what is the route back? Like, I need to figure something out. And you won't believe it. As soon as I typed in East Croydon to Hove or to Brighton, there was a train. Like, literally, there was a direct train from there to where I needed to be, and a shorter amount of time, right? And I was like, wow. So I ended up getting to where I needed to be earlier. Everything was sorted. I didn't need to go back because in my head I was panicking. I was like, I need to get another train back to London Bridge, then wait, then the timing for my appointment would be messed up. But I ended up getting there at the right time because from where I was, as soon as I got off the wrong train, I was able to figure it out. Okay, and this is the same thing about life. Maybe like me, you are feeling pressured to just jump on anything, jump on any train that is available, and because the train is right there, you are not looking out for the signs to show you whether this is the right train. You're not looking at the signs, like the signage basically saying this train, the next train, your train will be there in the next 2 minutes. That's all I needed to do to save me this brouhaha, right? But at the end of the day, getting on the wrong train made me realize actually I was on a better journey basically. Like, it took me from where I got to where I needed to be faster. So sometimes in life, and the key thing is getting off at the right time. Okay, so I was on this train. I could have just sat there. Oh my gosh, I'm on the wrong train. I'm so stupid. And then from East Croydon to the next stop, I'm just waiting on that train, realizing that it's wrong for me. Everybody else might be thinking, oh, why is this girl moving up and down? Why is she so uneasy? Because you realize, what I thought would have been great for me is not great for me. And from this point, I need to find a way out. And once I got off the train, I was able to find something better, find an alternative. That's the point I'm trying to make. Like, in life right now, you could have jumped on the wrong train, made the wrong decision. But from where you are right now, how do you get to where you need to be? And then, like me, you might realize that, wow, this is actually a quicker route, a better route for me. Okay, so from our little mistakes, we learn. So next time, I know how to plan my journey that way. Okay, but I am just sharing that to say you might be you can still get to your destination even if the route changes a little bit, but you are still on track. You can be. Once you realize your mistake, you get off. No self-pity, no staying in one situation for too long crying, or you've messed up, but what is the next move? I hope that blesses you. I hope that makes sense, but I needed to share that. Okay, Stay encouraged. Follow me for more encouragement.